Hello, and welcome to this overview of the Massachusetts English Language Proficiency Standards for Adult Education, also known as the Mass ELPS. Please have a copy of the Mass ELPS for Adult Education with you, as I'll be referring to it several times throughout the video. In this three-part video series, we will give you an overview of the Mass ELPS, followed by a more detailed walk through the document, and finally, we'll share some ideas on how you might be able to use the Mass ELPS in your teaching practice. What are the Mass ELPS for adult education? They're a set of objectives for English learners to work towards to develop their language skills and their college and career readiness skills. Developed in Massachusetts in 2019 as part of a national effort towards more rigorous instruction, the goal of the Mass ELPS is to provide guidance to teachers on how to prepare adult English learners for success in post-secondary education, job training programs, and to assist in earning family-sustaining wages. Let's take a look at what's in the Mass ELPS and some of the terminology used. The Mass ELPS are organized according to strands, or categories. In the Mass ELPS, these categories are the language skills of reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And then, of course, the Mass ELPS have the standards themselves. Standards are statements of what learners should be able to do in the language skill areas. In the Mass ELPS, there are 5 standards within each of the 3 strands, making a total of 15 standards. They cover the same 5 topics, seen here on the list, across the 3 strands. So, for example, Standard 1 in all 3 strands for reading, writing, and speaking and listening is to focus on meaning. Standard 2 in all 3 strands focuses on organization and style. Standard 3 on components of language, Standard 4 on the use of effective strategies, and Standard 5 on the use of diverse media. Within each standard are threads, which are subcategories for organizing the benchmarks within each standard. The benchmarks are level-specific standards, the skills and knowledge learners need to develop and demonstrate at a particular level to meet the more broadly stated standard. The benchmarks describe exit-level performance. And finally, the levels in the Mass ELPS are those defined by the National Reporting System, or NRS, 1 through 6. Here is what all of these parts look like together in the Mass ELPS document. We'll go into more detail in the next video, but now we'd like you to note what this page shows. The reading strand, Standard 1, Focus on Meaning, is in the blue. NRS levels 1 through 6 are in the pink. In the green row below, you'll see a capital letter A and the first of the 3 threads in Reading Standard 1. The first thread focuses on types of texts and the purpose for reading, and the benchmarks below share this focus. The last 3 rows in purple, peach, and gray contain the benchmarks. That is our overview of the Mass ELPS. I've talked about how and why they were developed, the terminology, and how the document is organized. In our next 2 videos, we'll take a deeper dive into the standards and benchmarks and how you can use the Mass ELPS in your teaching practice. Looking forward to seeing you there.